go upstairs. There's an old walkway. Ooh, that feels crooked. Oh, that feels crooked. Oh, that's scary. That kind of donkey. It's that little building over there, and the one we're standing in now, as far as I understand it, are the only buildings left from this old Tate Springs resort. That used to be the bathhouse. It still pretty much looks the same as it did, except it's been painted, and I'd say that, you know, the inside's been remodeled and all that, of course, but looks like maybe some office building or something now for the Kingswood School. There used to be a pool in front of it, like right out in front of it, where you could swim and stuff. So now it's a parking lot. You can kind of see an outline, some stone foundation or something right there. It goes all the way around. This land was originally owned by Samuel Tate, who shortly after the Civil War built a grand hotel here that would occupy somewhere around 500 people. In the late 1870s, this land was purchased by a guy named Thomas Tomlinson, who converted the property into a world-class resort, focusing on the mineral springs that are here. This is a time period where, you know, people were looking to mineral springs to cure illnesses and, you know, stuff like that, like in the late 1800s, you know, early 1900s. People were welcome here all year round, and you could stay a month for like $25 to $35 a month. They had a brass and string band that would play in the ballroom and also in the yard for people. So some of the amenities they had here were like a ballroom, of course, and riding stables, swimming pool, bathhouse. They even had a 18-hole golf course here. Well, I think this place was put on the National Register somewhere around the early 1970s, and it's been preserved, thankfully. The resort saw its peak in the 1890s through the 1920s. Of course, the resort came up in a time when the main mode of transportation was railway and horse. So when the automobile came along, it kind of, that coupled with the Great Depression in the 1920s, probably had a great deal of the collapse of this place. The actual Tate Springs Hotel was demolished in the 1930s. The land eventually was sold to the Kingswood School, which it still is now. But in 1963, the main building was actually burnt down, or caught on fire and burnt down. So, and this here, what you see in this video, is all that's left. I don't know where this old walkway went. It's the old foundation of something, some kind of wall. It kind of disappears up into the shrubbery there. It's hard to imagine this here being a huge resort place. Looking at it now with all this overgrown stuff. Thanks for coming along with me on this trip back into the past to explore the old Tate Springs Resort. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time.